So I came to the realization last night that if the truck is locked and we go to unlock it, there's a sequence in the taillight where it kind of pulsates. I'm not too sure if that's like an electric hybrid thing only, or if that's in all of them nowadays. I really don't know, but a pretty cool Easter egg nonetheless. And in case you're wondering, yes, we do have to get pretty close to the wall behind us. Pretty much same deal here on the front side. It's a pretty snug fit. Had to remove the front plate bracket just to get it to work. Now we're left with two giant holes, but it does fit, so we're good. First stop of the day is to head down to the post office and drop off about 8,000 orders that I have fully ignored for the last about 2 days. My online business has been not getting any love from me, which is bad, which I'm not proud to say, but yeah, I've been all about like trying to figure out plans for the Tundra for the last 2 days. And yeah, I spent the entire day catching up on orders. So I'm heading down to the post office, drop these things off. But that being said, I think I've landed on doing the Westcott Designs 3-1 kit. I called them today, no call back yet, but I'm gonna try to work on maybe going down there to Arizona and having them install it for me there, take the trip down to Arizona, and then have the guys over at Westcott Designs install the kit for me there. And then while I'm down there in Arizona, maybe cruise over to Findlay Toyota in Prescott and say what up to the guys and meet my sales guy for the first time who sold me the SR5 that I sold before buying the TRD Pro. So I'm like 95% sure I chose out my wheels that I'm putting onto the TRD Pro, but it might be a little while to actually get put onto the truck because I'm working with the wheel company right now to actually sponsor the wheels, which is pretty cool, and some tires. The same company also just invited me to SEMA 2023. That's right, SEMA this year, 2023, this coming October 31st, this truck will be at SEMA. Absolutely insane. So we're doing that. I'm 95% sure, it's not finalized yet, but we talked about it this morning and just gonna lock a few things in and then we're doing it. So we'll have some wheels and tires put on here, sponsored by the wheel company, and in exchange for that, showcasing those wheels on this truck at SEMA. Not a bad deal, right? I gotta pay my way into SEMA, but it's like trading, I guess, going to SEMA for wheels. I don't know, pretty good deal if you ask me, because SEMA's gonna be a lot of fun, which means we have a lot of work to do. We need to get it lifted up, we need to put the wheels and tires on, we need to wrap this thing, definitely need some window tint, that is for sure, because everyone around me can see what I'm thinking right now. This here is going to be at SEMA, which is absolutely insane, showcasing their wheels here on the TRD Pro, which I'm not gonna say swapping the wheels on this thing right now is a main priority, but it definitely is. Yeah, I'm lying, it is for sure, because 285, 65/18, it's like a 32.5 inch tire by like 11.5 inches wide. These things are tiny compared to the mass of this truck, so they gotta go ASAP. And I don't hate these wheels, I'm just not a fan of rocking factory anything. So, but if I wanted to anyways, I couldn't with going bigger tires. If I go wider, then I think it'd be a problem with the offset unless I ran spacers, which I'm not gonna do. Regardless, yeah, new wheels and tires coming. And then we're taking this thing down to SEMA October 31st, 2023. That's coming up. Speaking of that, Westcott Designs just got back to me and they are about a week and a half out on getting this thing lifted up. Get to throwing down this bed cover. Got all of the components there in the back of the garage. About to throw them on. I'm excited because I think bed covers look awesome for one. Aside from the function they do serve, you know, keep stuff in the bed of your truck nice and safe. If you have a hard locking bed cover similar to the Paragon bed cover, it does keep things, you know, safe and out of the elements, keeps it clean, keeps it out of the sun, dust, pollen, rain, whatever. But it also looks really good too. I think bed covers add a really nice aesthetic to trucks, gives it a nice dressed up look. And without it, I think they look a little bit naked, a little bit undone. So should look good, you know, reduce some drag as well. So give us maybe a little more MPG. I don't know, maybe, probably not. So now I'm gonna show you guys all of the factory lighting on this truck because it's got some proper lighting on this thing from the factory. So first off, the OEM headlights on this thing are insane. I love these things. The projectors right there, you have the 3 low beams, that there's a high beam, and this parking light looks really cool as well. Take a step back here, the fog lights on as well, and all the amber clearance lights. It's pretty sick. One thing I really do like about these headlights is the beam has a very sharp line to it. So it only lights up like the area, I'd say like, I don't know, 10 car lengths up. And then from that point on, it's just cut off. You're not spreading light everywhere you don't need it. It's a very focused beam of light. Show you guys the road here without lights at all. It's pretty dark. And we'll cut on the high, low beams again with the fog lights off, just low beams, and they don't do a whole lot. Kind of lights up the area right in front of you a little bit more, but and then some over here as well, but nothing crazy. But now I'm gonna show you guys the TRD light bar and the brights. So turn brights on in order for the TRD light bar to work. The brights need to be on. I'll show you guys the brights first, and there you go, dude. That's absolutely insane. Off and on. Shoo! Crazy. These things have some range to them, and I already know it's on video, it's not doing justice one bit. I already know that for a fact, but these things got some range on them for sure. So I'll leave brights on. Fog lights do cut off with the brights. So now we have low beams and high beams on, and we'll hit the TRD light bar, and check this out, dude. Watch. TRD light bar on. Bam, dude. It's a floodlight. All the light goes to the side. So the high beams have the range on lock. Very nice focused beam of light, gives you distance, a great spotlight. And then the light bar in the grill is all the way off to the side. So it's lighting up everything over here, which is really cool. It kind of acts in lieu of like a ditch mount up here or something like that. Like it's great lighting all the way around in front of you. So with the brights on, low beams, brights, and then the light bar in the middle there, we're lit. It's also pretty cool too, when the lights flash and you have the turns on or the hazards, there's a sequence to the flashing light, which is pretty cool. But when you unlock it, check this out. The lights pulsate. I didn't know it had that until last night when I unlocked it. I was like, whoa, pretty cool. I love that light there on the tailgate. It's really cool right there. And yeah, all the clearance lights are pretty cool as well. A lot of lights in this truck. I love lights, so I'm loving all that. That is for sure. But yeah, it's pretty much going to be it for the lights. Pretty sweet setup though, I will say. Yes, sir. First mod down, got our Paragon bed cover all dialed in, and I gotta say, dude, this thing looks right. First mod down. And I will say, I've never done a bed cover before some window tint, but hey, first time for everything. I already had the bed cover in the garage, so got it all locked in. And as you guys can see, the Paragon bed cover fits absolutely amazing. I love this thing. I've had it for a little while now on the SR5. Held up really nice, looks awesome, and nice and protected as well. Although I will say, if you are going with Paragon bed cover, keep in mind that it is a sliding bed cover that does collapse into the bed. So if you have anything that you pushed into the bed with the cover closed, and then you go to slide open the bed cover, it is going to collapse from about this point on forward. So if there's anything in the bed, it will interfere with it being able to collapse into the bed and open up properly. But aside from that, it's a perfect bed cover. All of the sliding portion of it does pop off with a quick release up there on the front right, and you keep the frame intact, pop off just the slider, which is really cool right there too, to give you full access to the bed for the most part. So very nice bed cover. I do like it. Looks good. And it goes really well with all of the matte gray and the black. It's a very nice look, nice like satin black finish to it to match the wheels and everything else. That's a matte like finish. No matte window trim on this one. Glossy. Very cool. But matte handles, matte mirror caps, matte hood badge there, matte wheels, which aren't going to be here for very much longer, but in the meantime, it does match. So overall, a very cool look. I am pretty hyped. Now I'm breaking into the Tundra here by just driving it around pretty much and following a couple recommendations. And by properly breaking it in, I don't mean anything fun. We're not ripping it down a quarter mile or doing donuts or romping this thing off road. We are simply following some recommendations, which is pretty boring stuff. It's dumb stuff, like don't brake too hard under 200 miles. And then don't tow under 500 miles and under 1,000 miles. Don't drive at extremely high speeds. I don't know what they mean by extremely high speeds, but avoid sudden acceleration. Do not drive continuously in low gears, and do not drive at a constant speed for extended periods of time. And that's pretty much how we break it in. Alrighty, so just talked to the guys over at Westcott Designs, and they got me dialed in with an appointment for this Friday morning at 8 a.m. So huge thank you, Brian, for getting me in so soon. That's like 2.5 days from now. And yeah, we're driving out to Arizona on Thursday, probably be there till Saturday, driving home with the truck 3 inches closer to the clouds. Phase 1 of getting it ready for SEMA. I have a few things to do. Getting it lifted up on Friday, and then the bed cover's on already, getting the wheels and tires put on, which is why we're going to SEMA to showcase the wheels for the wheel company. And then need to wrap it, get it tinted, and whatever else we can do between now and then. SEMA's from October 31st to November 3rd. So I'm super hyped and can't believe my truck is gonna be in SEMA. First of all, it's really cool right there. So I'm pretty pumped. There's a few things to do to get it SEMA ready, but yeah, dude, I'm all for it. I cannot wait to go. It's gonna be a long week of a lot of fun, and of course, a lot of cool content coming your guys' way very, very soon. With that being said, so yeah, heading down to Arizona on Thursday. I'll be there till Saturday and getting that dialed in. So Westcott Designs, here I come. See you guys soon. Till then, peace.